that's worked or not. What's wrong with you? Come on. There you go. Right, now it comes, because it'll come up there. Oh, end stream. All right, I've got David with me today. Is anybody around yet? Come on then. Yeah, it's live. Come on and let's talk metal detecting. Because that's where we've been today. We're just back, had a barbecue, and we're sitting down. The weather's nice. Somebody's in. Somebody. I detect Harry. How you doing, Harry? Yeah. Harry's in. I thought you'd be out detecting today, Harry. Are you any better? You've been suffering a bit. I've got these weird glasses. I can't read anything. Now, 2 people in. Okay. Oh, it's Stefan. He's just won a prize off me. How you doing, Stefan? It's been sent to you. By the way, you might even have it. I don't know, but it's only been 2 or 3 days, 3 days max, I think. So maybe you've got it, maybe you haven't. I got a lot of you've been asking about David, so we've got 4 in the house, but only 2 comments. Gavin Giant, okay, or 8 lads, okay, or 8 lads, or yeah. He got it. I didn't. Are you all right, lads? Yeah. Are you all right, lads? Yes, we're fine, mate. We're fine. So Stephen's not got it yet. I detect. All good, thanks, buddy. My Roman field's being ploughed as we speak. So may do evening on tonight. Yeah, our Roman fields is just all the seeds are coming up, so we can't get on it. We don't want to upset the farmer, Harry. So it's looking like we've got to wait till end of this year now.
By then, and then
yeah, we're both. He's got the 80 Max, and he's going to the States in a few weeks. Yeah, to pick it up because he's had it sent to his mum's, and he might pick up the yeah. And he'll get it a lot cheaper. You can get it equals about €700 in US dollars.
Misty, let's see what we can do here. Does that work? Nope, still misty.
No, it's just
you know what it is.
It's the daylight light.
No, it's the ambiance.
Yeah, okay, whatever it is. Anyway, so look, we've been doing well. Just keep your eye on the videos that's coming out, because there are some really stunning videos coming out with some stunning finds, Roman finds. Anyway, I'm about 10 or 12 in front. I'll make another one today, but nothing. I didn't find too much. Few coins, bits and pieces today.
I mean, we got a better.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, been finding a lot of bronze smelting stuff. It wouldn't surprise me sooner or later on that field if we don't find a stator, gold status. Gavin Giant, your screen's a bit misty. I don't know.
The ambiance.
Okay.
It's like Instagram filter is what it is.
Yeah. Anyway, so we I don't know if you know, but if I told you last time, but I've just got a shitload of new permissions that we'll be doing next year. I took David come over the other day, and I just took him for a run around, showed him these new permissions. I've got one permission. I don't even know what it is yet, but I know it's a lot. I haven't seen it, but I've definitely got it because I spoke to the farmer. And I doubt whether we'll be on anything old at all next year. Got that much new permission coming. So that's cool. But I don't know. Of course, you don't know whether they've been done before, but it's always nice to have new permissions.
Or I mean, if you've done 100 times,
Yeah,
you can still find stuff.
yeah. Well, we know where we've been today. We know that that's been done before.
It's been done. You can tell it. Very few high tone signals.
Yeah, lots of iron signals.
Lots of iron, low stuff like bottle tops.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But these guys are hawkers, and they don't do it systematic. They just wander about, and if a car comes, then they duck for the hedgerows and stuff. And so we know it's not done properly, and we always do everything systematic.
That's it.
And what they leave, we find. So we know that. So anyway, Gavin Giant, your screen's a bit misty. Yeah, you said that, I think. Or okay. We're far away from the router, to be honest. Yeah, we're in the garden, and the house is. David's beer. He's not happy now. That's it. He's fallen out with me. Right. Okay. It's a bit better, but I think it's mainly because you're not close to the router. Yeah. So we've only got one in the house now. 3 comments. 2 now. There's 2 more's coming. All right. So look, we plan on doing some good stuff next year. Somebody else has commented. Oh yeah, no worries, pal. Gavin. Stephen, I'm still here too. So there's only 2 in the house, but we did come on without any forewarning. We just decided we'd come on. A lot of people have been asking where David is, and he's right there. Yeah. Yeah, it's a holiday here today.
Ascension to heaven.
Yes, yes. It might be my ascension to heaven if I keep drinking the way I am. Oh right, okay. It must be a holiday, a local holiday then, is it? I don't know. All right. Well, I'm not Catholic, so I won't know.
But I have to know it. I'm married to a Catholic, so I have to know these.
All right. Anyway, so we've got 3 in the house now. Who else has come? Okay. So we've got Gavin, and we've got Stephen or Stephen. I was
that's the thing.
waiting
it's like
your
living
old
here
bit,
for so long,
and you popped up.
That's the thing. Like you don't know if it's Stephen or Stephen because you know what I mean. It's like especially here, everybody says Stephen. So.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So is it Stephen or is it Stephen? So you pronounce it like with a V, Stephen, Stephen. Okay, so we've got three in the house now. Yeah, we just came. Nothing was organised. I just said I'm going to get video and go live because there might be a few people in the States that want to talk with David. Yeah, I just spilt David's beer, and Mike is drunk now. No, that's mine. Picking up the beer. So it's Stefan. Okay. So now we know. Gavin, what's that? Giarit, lol. I know, but what's your last name? Giarit. Oh, Giant. I can't read it properly.
Get dust
I've got, yeah, there was a little bit of dust just in the way. So you guys out. Oh, we've got 4. Now, who's the 4th? Okay. It could be, it might be, because there's only 2. 1, 2. I don't know if Harry's still here. Now there's 3. Okay. It's going up and down. Right. Did you go out yesterday, Jeff? No, I didn't, because I knew David would come in today. I had a few beers last night, and I shouldn't have had them because I get hooked up with this local guy who's just a complete well, I'm going to say it, he's a complete piss head, and he just keeps buying me beers and putting them on the table. And I'm diabetic, and I keep telling him that I can't keep drinking beer and wine like this. But it don't make any difference. He just keeps putting them bottles here, and the beer's pretty strong over here. And I said, look, I've got somebody coming around tomorrow. I don't want to get half drunk or even anywhere near drunk because I'm going metal detecting. So, but it persisted until I had 3 beers, and I woke up and I felt like shit this morning. I don't mean with the 4 King Diggers. How you doing, Craig? Are you all right, buddy? The message, some message is held for review. Okay, let's show it. Oh yeah, you did say about the asshole. No, not that one. I don't think it was that one. So the 4 King Diggers. Oh mate, it's Craig. I don't know what that message was anyway. It don't matter. Yeah. No, this guy I know is a really nice guy. Yeah. Just yeah, he's got a drinking problem. And if you're with him, you have to drink. So I decided not to see him today. I was going to go around with David, but I decided not to go because I don't want to wake up feeling bad all the time. I don't mean bad with a headache. It's just my stomach goes round, and I mean it's probably got something to do with what I'm eating as well, because I eat late and it don't suit me. I've noticed when I stop eating around 5 o'clock and I go to bed, then I wake up and my stomach's okay. So it's probably got more to do with the fact that what I'm eating rather than what I'm drinking. But I don't like drinking a lot because it's got a lot of sugar in it. Right. All right, glasses are back on because there's more comments coming. We've got 4 people in the house now. So are you? Is it holiday over there today, Craig? Because it's holiday here today. So we've been out digging, found a few bits, nothing to write home about, but you know, we had some fun. Yeah, yes. Yeah, because what we did find, we found a lot of bronze pieces, like slag. So there's been some smelting going off there. And both of us found bits of bronze axes last week. Was it earlier this week? Yeah. Yeah. It was Saturday you came. Yeah. So last week we found some bronze bits. There's probably off axes. I found that bronze spear tip there, the same field. So pretty sure there's been some Bronze Age activity on that field, and that's why we're hitting it. But this is the last field left with that's not been planted. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So we can't. There's nowhere we can get now. Fortunately, like I keep saying, I've got quite a few videos in hand with some great finds on. If I post one a week, they're going to last me 3 months because I've got about 12 or 13. Yeah, that's the other alternative. Yeah, we can. Stephen said went out yesterday for 2 hours. Not a lot found. Disappointed really. Roman settlements only 1,000 yards away from Farmer. Did say has never been detected before. Well, that's odd. It must be somebody's found it, Stefan. Yeah, and cleared the place, or archaeologists have been. Yeah,
about 1,000 yards away from farm.
Yeah, it is.
We found one fibula.
Yeah, that's right. So no, not one Roman coin.
Like 1,000 yards away from this place.
Yeah.
There's nothing. One fibula.
Yeah, and that was on the first day, and it was on the surface more or less. And I kept saying to David, I was shocked that Roman had turned up but like he says, it's only 1,000 yards away, less than 1,000 yards. It's probably 600 or 700 yards. Yeah. And there's been 300 or 400 Roman coins come off that field. Yet the one we're doing now, we've not found one Roman coin. Not one.
In fact, the only old thing, super old, I say super, I mean medieval, is that one silver hammer that I found a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's the only really old coin.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah. It's funny. It's funny how there's a concentration in one area, and 500 yards away, there's nothing. It's weird. But like I say, we keep finding bits of Roman, not Roman, but Bronze Age stuff.
Again, we're also talking about a place that's probably been hammered before as well.
Yeah.
And so if there was Roman, it's probably already been, because as you said, that guy said there was a Roman building on that site at some point.
Yeah, yeah. And so he's done that. He's done that. So we've got three now. Has Craig said anything else? What? Okay. Yeah, somebody else said that. It's where I am. If I was in the house, it'd be a lot better. But now we've got a 4 again. I don't know why. Anyway, look, we've been on 16 minutes. We're not going to stay too long because it's looking like we're going to get some rain here in a bit. But not yet. So you keep breaking up, pal. Well, I'm sorry, Gavin. There's nothing I can do about that. It's where I am, like I said. Gavin Giant. Where are you, Gavin? Where are you going? Where are you going? That says were. Yeah. Where are you going in? Okay. Oh, Sheffield. He's going to Mississippi. That's where he's from. Visit his mum. He might do a bit of detecting while he's there.
In the heart of a county which seceded from the Confederacy during the American Civil War.
Oh, you told me about that. Yeah.
And they formed their own state called the Free State of Jones. They've just made a film about it, a Hollywood film about it, about a year or 2 years ago. Maybe it's
well, it would for me. I'd be interested in seeing that. But...
Well, it's a bit of weird history. Let's put it like that. So I've got a site lined up in the heart of where all of that took place.
Right, and by the way, Rob Brandon, who's that pretty lady with the pink dress on? It's my wife, didn't you know?
The bearded lady.
By the way, Gavin, I'm from Nottingham, just down the road from you originally, from Sherwood in Nottingham. But my family originates from Sheffield, because I did trace my family tree once from a place called Attercliffe cum Darnell. I'm sure you know that if you live in Sheffield. But that's where my family originates from. Have you been in the old...
I've never been to up into that area. But that's an interesting place to go because you've got the Battle of Corinth, and of course the 7th Mississippi Cav coming down, and the infantry coming down and retreating out of the Battle of Corinth, coming down. So it's a really interesting area up there, but I've never been that high up.
Okay.
Generally, I'm more in the southern part of the state.
Well, he must know something about the States if he's from... Because Stefan's from I think, is it Wales you're from, Stefan? I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know about that place. Oxford, So, right, Rob Random, love it. How you doing? Hi, Stefan. Right, okay, so Gavin Giant, yep. Stefan Pettican, yep. Rob Random, Taffyland, Wales, yeah. Okay. Did you know they were called Taffies from Wales? It's just typical Welsh name, Taffy.
Really, I've never heard that.
Yeah.
No, I've learned something.
Yeah.
Today.
So if you hear somebody say, oh, he's a Taff, then he's Welsh. Yeah.
Wales. Redoing the Impa car. He's in Wales.
Right.
He's repairing the Impa car. That Inva car with the three-wheeled.
Oh yeah. You were on about. We were talking about that, weren't we?
The duckhead blue.
Okay, so I was laughing. If you heard me laughing, I was laughing at your comment, Gavin Giant, Attercliffe and Darnell. You can't need a passport to get through. So I know what you're saying now. Okay, so it's I guess it's full of Pakis, is it? And Indians and whatever. Okay, so it's that bad now. I don't know. I maybe I've been to it, but I wasn't aware I was there. But that's where my family was from. And if you have a look at my family name is Mellard, Mellard. And if you look in any phone book in the UK, there are more Mellards in Sheffield than anywhere else in the country. So that's where we're from. Rob Random, he's in Berkshire, whichever way you want to say it. Born Berkshire, bred. Thick in the head, but good in bed. So the saying goes. All right. I don't know. Maybe I've got some relatives there then. The Four King Diggers is back. Thanks for the great comment, Jeff, on my new Gibraltar series last one tonight. I watched that. Yeah, I enjoyed them. He's quite a knowledgeable man, your uncle. So there's a video just coming up now from the gig master. Equinox finds gold and silver on the beach. Okay, so yeah, well, mine's ordered. I'm expecting it any time. So I'm waiting for the Equinox fellas. But I think there's a big learning curve on it. We and David were talking about that, weren't we, today? You think that the AT Pro is difficult, but it's not. Once you get into it, it makes you wonder what you was ever scared of. It's an easy machine.
No, I mean, I think the AT series is a good series.
Yeah,
it's got some weaknesses. Yeah, but it's not a bad machine.
Definitely not. I found some cracking stuff on my AT Pro.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel lost when I ain't got it. I know when I remember when I first got the Ace 250, the Euro Ace.
Yeah, you had the Euro Ace and I had the
250. Yeah. I got the Euro Ace, and then I got the AT Pro, and I went out with the AT Pro, and after a day, I went back to the Ace 250 again because you know how the thing works. Yeah.
Ace is a super simple machine that you can pick up.
Yeah.
A child can pick it up and immediately get stuff up.
But it scared me having the AT Pro. But then, you know, I persisted and I kept going out.
Yeah.
I've got used to the AT Pro, and I'm pretty sure when I get the Equinox, then I'll go out for a day and I'll go back to the AT Pro again. But I've got to get used to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's have a look what comments we've got. Okay.
But that's the thing. I think you're going to get a couple more signals.
Yeah.
But what I can see, it's a stable machine. It's more stable than the AT Pro. You get a more consistent signal, from what I understand. And maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's what I've understood. And so I think with the AT Max, I'm looking forward to it.
I've been seeing some comments on Facebook, by the way. Really slagging off anybody who's got an Equinox. Apparently, anybody who's got an Equinox is a complete idiot now. I can't remember the guy's name. Yes, it was because he said something about, oh, I've heard all these Equinox people are selling theirs and going over to the Deus now, you know, and he was just having a go. Yeah, there's no question about it.
I think there's a place for both machines.
Yeah.
And if you work well with it, then by all means use it. I'm not saying that the Deus is better or the Equinox is better. I think they're both good machines, and I think they're pretty similar in a lot of comparisons.
I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos where they're comparing the Deus with the Equinox, and on some the Deus win, and on others the Equinox wins.
It's one half a dozen of the other. It's how you use the machine. I think that's a lot. Of course it is. Yeah, it is with anything, you know.
Yeah. Look, I just happen to have good ground, and I think you could come here with a pinpointer and find stuff on.
In a lot of ways, you could. I mean, I found one coin today on top of the ground. You know, I found that one German coin on top of the ground. I just looked down and there it was.
Yeah.
It gave me a terrible signal, but I knew it was a coin because I could see it. So
detective snobbery is just too funny. You're dead right there, mate.
Absolutely.
Look, you can swing any machine, a cheat machine, and if it's under the ground where your coil is, you're going to find it with whatever. It does help. It does help if you know the machine, because then you can get more out of it. Right, it's Stuart. How you doing, Stuart? Afternoon, Jeff and Sunrise. Meant to be tidying up here. You've stopped me now. Good. All right. We'll stop you for another hour.
Yeah.
Or you can do a top chat and I'll let you go.
Yeah.
No, of course it don't for the most part.
You know, a lot of people, you know, whatever. I've always picked up Garrett's because of my. They're good machines. For the price. To me, they're good. Quality versus price is not too bad. Okay. But yeah, made in the USA, this kind of stuff. To me, it means a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying they're the best machines out there. Not by any stretch of the imagination. There's better machines out there.
Yeah, of course there is.
But we all can't afford to buy a 1,500 or 2,000 euro machine, or dollar machine, or pound machine if it's a hobby, because you know it's all depending on what you want to do with the hobby. That's as much as anything.
Right. So Stuart's asking, the gazebos are cool. Is it yours? Yes. I'm in my garden.
Yeah.
Stuart. Stephen Pettigan asks, I was going to get the Equinox 600, but the waiting time is too long. Got the Cruiser now, yeah? Kenny Sampson, how you doing, Kenny? Sorry, David.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Gavin, you said when the other lad is David, speaks, it can't break up. I don't know, because maybe we're cross talking. I don't know, but when he was speaking then, was that okay? Stuart, you will have to make a new anthem video once you get the Equinox. I never thought about that, Stuart. Yeah. If you want to detect, Equinox is the best. Yeah. That's that was an official. I sent that to Garrett, by the way, and he rather enjoyed it. But I don't know whether he's good. I don't know if he ever uses it in any of his ads or whatever. Right. Yes, but you are exactly right. Which brings me to a point that maybe I shouldn't talk about now. But there are people out there. If you've got a nice pair of tits, it doesn't matter if you find rusty nails or whatever. You get millions of views, you know, and you can find the sort of stuff what we find which is really a lot better than what a lot of people find, and we get very minimal views. So it shows what the people are interested in. They're interested in tits and arse, right?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Screen presence.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely. Anyway, Stephen says that's one of your classics. What's that? Oh, you mean the anthem? Yeah, I just wrote that one day. I wrote it one day. And David, I think he was on his way up to Salzburg, and he was in the car. And I called him and said, David, I've got this great idea. And I sang it to him while he was driving.
And listening to you warble on.
Yeah, but no, the reason I asked him is because David's American, you see, and I wasn't sure whether he would be offended with me using the American national anthem for that song. And I took quite a bit of stick off, not many, but a few people from America. Why don't you use your own anthem instead of defiling our? And I said, it's not like that. I said, I'm not trying to ridicule America in any way. I said, all I'm doing is, I go metal detecting with an American guy, and that song just fit the lyrics that I wrote, and so that's why I use that one. But I mean, I'd be happy to use the British national anthem one. Maybe I should do that for the equinox.
I mean, we stole it from you anyway. We stole our national anthem from you anyway.
Yes, you know that, yeah. So, or was it the other way around?
It was an old British drinking song.
Okay, right.
It was an old British.
So, Stuart, what detecting Brit? I noticed that. That's the perfect example. That, Stuart, that is the perfect example. Have a look what they find. Have a look what they find, and have a look what we find. Is there any comparison? No, but there's a big comparison in the views. Anyway, so Stephen Pettican, can you say happy birthday? So my mum, suits you. Of course I can. Is she there with you? Just answer me. Just say yes or no. Is she there with you? And today's her birthday, is it? How old are you, Stephen Pettican's mother? Okay, how old are you? Why not? She might look the best in the world. Why not? It's just, anyway. So happy. What's her name? Tell me what her name is, Stephen. Yeah, we can say it in American.
Can we say it in American? I don't know if we can say it in
American.
Can we say it? We can say it in German.
62. Yeah. Glücklich Geburtstag.
Alles Gute.
Alles Gute für deine Geburtstag, Mutter. That means I don't know. How would you translate that? Just happy birthday.
Well, basically, you know,
I hope
happy return.
okay.
Happy return. Turkish.
No, Turkish next.
Well, I can say ikidoku.
Ikidoku. That sounds Japanese.
No, it's actually Turkish.
Right, I'll tell you what we'll do, Sue. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sue Pettican. Happy birthday to you.
Maybe,
maybe I'm wrong. Am I right? Happy birthday. Have a great time. Don't get too drunk, and make sure that your man looks after you. Okay. Stephen Pettican. Thanks, Jeff and Dave. You're welcome. Americans call us limeys, but we don't get scurvy. No, he's never called me a limey. He just calls me a limey bastard.
I mean, it's no problem. I mean, as I say, I've always been a bit of an Anglophile anyway, so I've always.
What Peterphile?
I didn't say Peterphile. I said Anglophile.
Anglophile. Okay, so that means like you're English orientated. Or
well, I like
Anglo.
Well, I like a lot of stuff that's English or British. Not the cars so much.
Yeah.
I've had enough British Leyland products in my life. I don't want another
No,
one.
I don't want any British. Oh, there was only one. I don't think, I'm not even sure if it's British because I'm crap on cars. I had an Opel that was the best car I've ever had in my life.
Opel's German.
There you go, Opel. Well, it was a cracking car anyway.
I had a Spitfire one time that you would park it and it would have orange ring around where you had parked it because it was rusting so badly.
There's a lot of British.
It was a
cars.
1975 model. It was fly yellow, gorgeous car. I loved it.
Yeah. Simon's here. How you doing, Simon? You all right, buddy?
Now, you mean a Vauxhall, see? Well, the thing is Opel.
Yeah, Vauxhall. Yeah, it was a Vauxhall. Brilliant car it was.
You know, what's interesting is, what I find really interesting is, in Ireland, they refuse to call them Vauxhalls, they call them Opels.
Yeah, well, we used to call them Vauxhall because you used to Vauxhall the surveys there and Vauxhall the survey back.
But I find it really strange the Irish would do, you know, they would prefer the name Opel over Vauxhall. I don't know why.
Don't know. Maybe they don't like anything English. I'm not sure.
Could be.
I know. Anyway, I'm not saying it. Rob Random. Okay, we've got 6 now, so we're going up. So Escort RS Turbo.
I'm not so sure. I don't know. I think Opel went through a period in the around 2000. It was terrible. We had a couple of Opels from around 2000 to 2005 models. Terrible cars. Nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble. It drove, you know, it basically drove a Opel family. My wife's family is an Opel family, have been for 40 years, and it's basically drove them into the arms of the Japanese because of how bad they are.
Simon's saying Vauxhall Opel, all made by General Motors. There you go.
Well, they year or so, and now the French have bought them.
Okay.
Vauxhall are now owned by the French.
Okay, so Gavin says the original RS Cosworth was better. Yes.
While the majority of Ford, you know, they've made some really interesting cars with Mercedes.
Morris 1000, good old car. I can remember Morris. Morris Minor. Remember the Morris Minor? My uncle used to have one in the late 50s, and I still remember the number. It was UTV 239.
28 IROC. I've had an IROC before. I had an 82 IROC. I had an 85 IROC. Really good cars.
Right.
T-tops, the glass roofs, leaked like a son of a bitch, though. And it always seemed to leak exactly where you needed to sit down in the seat. So your ass was always wet when you got out of the car when it was raining.
Yeah.
It looked like you pissed yourself. Every time you drove this car, it looked like you pissed yourself. Which in my car was probably true because I had one time where the throttle stuck wide open and I couldn't get the car to stop. I had to throw it in neutral and turn it off.
I ordered it from Austria, Stuart. So, and I'm still waiting. It should be coming any time now, but I could be waiting until June. I don't know, because David said he looked and the earliest he can get is June. But they told me 2 to 3 weeks, 2 weeks ago. So
that's what I say. I looked at the website, I think, this morning on Nuggets, and Nuggets said earliest delivery 5th of June. So and Calico in the States is saying December.
Right. So, Simon says in Australia they are called Holden.
Yeah. Shame about Holden.
Yeah.
Holden and Ford have both shut up shop in Australia. Right. Nobody makes cars in Australia no more.
So they're quite rare then, now, I guess. Well, so you must get one. Holden, don't let go.
Holden, you know, they were the last American style muscle cars. You know, big rear wheel drive V8 muscle cars.
Stephen says he had one in 1986. Yeah, I had
Trans Am with the WS6 package on it. Had the 5-liter high output engine. Went like stink. Sold it to a guy. It was a beautiful car. It was maroon with silver accents around the bottom. Beautiful car. Sold it to a guy who drove it to New Orleans and pinned it between a garbage truck and a fucking telephone pole. The front of the car looked perfect afterwards, but it just tapered to a
Wow.
point at the back.
Wow.
It's a miracle that the guy didn't get killed.
Says American cars are great until you want to go around corners, lol.
It depends. It depends. There's some that, I've had a couple Corvettes. The Corvettes are quite good at cornering. They're not bad. I've had a lot of American barges that, they don't handle worth a crap, but they ride really nice. But
but they know what comfort is, don't they? I mean, you've got everything.
You have to think in America, we don't have a lot of corners. We don't have a lot of places where you need to.
Right.
We don't have small roads. So we do make good handling cars, but for the most part, no.
And Gavin Giant says, and I'm not about the fake police. I'm not on about the fake police. What fake police is that?
I don't know about the fake police, but the Harleys you're absolutely right. Harleys, you can't put a Harley on the pegs. You put a Harley on the pegs, you're about to be in a world of hurt. Even with a Sportster or a Speedster, you can't put them down. Yeah.
Okay. And then Simon
says, my other one before, so
right.
Only one of you will get this, a plastic pig. Okay, let's see, a plastic pig.
Yeah, that's a Robin Reliant.
A Reliant Robin.
We used to
call those a
Robin Reliant. We used to call it. Yeah.
Well, see, the real name is Reliant Robin because Reliant was the one that made it.
Yes, I know.
So.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I know exactly. That's what
correct.
Because they made the Reliant Scimitar, they made the Reliant Robin, they made the Super Van, which of course is what was in Only Fools and Horses. It was not a Reliant Robin in Only Fools and Horses. It was the Super Van. Yeah, I know more about these little three-wheeled pieces of shit than most people do.
The big man says that the biggest laxative known to man. What was that? The Ollies. I like Ollies, but you can't turn corners. Maybe it's right because it was low down. Them foots. Yeah.
Too heavy. I had a GMC van one time. I had a what year was it, Jeff? I think it was 1979 GMC van, like the A-Team van. Right? Same body style as the A-Team. But mine was pink. Pink.
Same as your shirt.
No. Same as your
that's a tablecloth.
Yeah. What had happened is they had red primer and gray primer, and they didn't have enough of each to paint the van, so they mixed the two together. And when they primed the car, it turned out pink. So I drove this pink GMC van for about 2 years before I finally got rid of it.
The Pink Panther.
Pink GMC van.
Okay. What else we got here? That was the last comment. We've got 60 now, so 9 likes. Thank you. I don't know. I just maybe if it had come on a bit later, we'd have got a few more looking. But it's good. We're having a good conversation. Yep. It's cool. We've been on 43 minutes already. Do you know that?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it's good. Look, I'll do this. I'll tell you what I'll do during the summer because David comes down a lot. He finishes about 1 o'clock, so sometimes he comes down in the afternoon, and we're going to have a couple of hours and whatever. So he's come down today. We had 4 hours, was it so, or 5 hours? We had 4 or 5 hours because David was just digging bottle tops. Okay, Stuart, which video of yours would you say you are most proud of? That is a good question. All right, my memory never goes back a long way. But I've got to be honest now, when I think about it, I'm really, really proud. And you haven't seen this video yet. When I find a Bronze Age spear, because it was the last thing I expected to come up. It was on a field that I know had been done a dozen times before, if not more. And it's the same field we've been on today. As a matter of fact, it's the last field that's not planted. And I just, I was on my knees, and I was speechless. For a couple of minutes, I was just speechless, and I couldn't believe. But I knew it for what it was. I mean, I've found some old stuff before. I found Celtic stuff. Or the other one would be, I've got a Roman coin, a sesterces. It's about that big. Let me turn that way. And I've shown it you before. And it is the most amazing coin. I never had to do anything to clean it. I just brushed it. Normally, I clean stuff up until it's shiny. And people cuss me for it because I've cleaned them up. But I never sell anything. So, and I want to know what they look like when it was first made. But this thing came up so clean without cleaning it, just brushing it. I've never touched it. It's got beautiful green patina, and it's like a museum piece. It's absolutely stunning. Very proud of that video as well, Stuart.
What was your first point? That's your next question.
I can see it now. I can see it was an Austin, I believe. It wasn't an Austin Healy. I think it was an Austin. And it had one of these grills that was like that shape, like on the front. And I'm talking early 1970s. It was a piece of crap.
British Leyland cars, they were all cursed with the Prince of Darkness, Lucas Electrics. So they just leaked electricity.
They're
terrible.
It was a piece of crap.
Same.
So early 70s. That's and it was like that duck egg blue. It was that colour. It was that colour. Or duck egg green, is it? It's like a bluey grey green. Anyway, so I will look for that one. I'll tell you where you can see that coin, Stuart. If you want to see that coin, you will see it on almost every introduction thing that I do. You know, when I do the introduction thing with the Romans, you'll see that coin. Yeah, but you only see it as I dig it. And it's where I say, "Oh, you stunner! You stunner!" When I do that, that's the coin. But I can send you a picture of that. You've never seen nothing like it. It's like it was made yesterday, but absolutely stunning it is. And I've got another one, a silver coin with Julia Domna, that is in stunning condition. And then just a few weeks ago, I found one. I think David was with me, and I thought it was a bronze coin. But when I got home and cleaned it, it was a beautiful silver and in good condition.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Remember that down on that field down there? Yeah, that's another place where you're finding nothing but bottle tops. Remember?
I know. I was having a terrible day. But then my machine was messing up that day.
Anyway, yeah. But that the other one, Stuart, is I don't know when it'll be out, but next 2 or 3 weeks, I think, because I found it quite a few weeks back. So it could be anywhere up to a month before it's out, but you'll see it. In fact, the title will tell you. So it will look out for that one. Stuart says was the title. What's the title? I think the title says Bronze Age Spear or something like that. I can't.
What is this mudlarking the real deal? What is that? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah. Millions of views. So I put a video out called Mudlarking the Real Deal. And I actually found a couple of Roman bits on that, but that's just what I wanted to call it because it was very muddy. It was when the snow started melting, and I went out the next day. There was still little bits of snow around, but it was going fast, and it was melting that surface frost in the soil, and it's really, really muddy, and so I just thought of mudlarking, and I posted a thumbnail with a woman bending over, showing her breakfast off, what she'd had for breakfast, and it got, God knows, I don't know, 8,500 views or something. That's just a few weeks back.
No, that's it's clickbait.
Yeah, it is clickbait. I admit it's clickbait. Yeah, but just shows you. It just shows you. Yeah, I admit it's clickbait, but
That's a good question.
with David, that's a few years ago now.
That was well planned. That was well
Yeah.
rehearsed.
Yeah.
I think it went off as well. I mean, it was one take.
I think it was one take. That's all. Yeah.
Take. I mean, we discussed it a lot. We talked.
I'll tell you what. Do you know we had a company in California who makes documentaries? They contacted us. They contacted us, said we've seen your video, and they were interested in doing a documentary about that. You know, the Nazi gold train that's missing in Poland, and they wanted to do something with us. And of course, we got our hopes up. We didn't say anything. We didn't, because it could have come to nothing, which it did. And in the end, and it never come to anything. But we got visions of grandeur. You know, we were thinking this team's going to take us all over the place and film us. And,
yeah, I think that's what they were doing. They were fishing for everybody that does this sort of thing.
Yeah.
And they were looking for an entrance into.
Yeah. So, and we was in the right place, you see, where Nazi gold and stuff like that. So, but it never it come to nothing. I on odd occasion I write to him about some idea I might have or whatever, but it never comes to anything.
This is a good question as well. Why do you think there's such a long waiting list for the Equinox? And that's what's worrying me, is also why I haven't ordered one. I think it's, I don't know what you think, but I think it's probably about the same. I think that it's just the latest, greatest detector that looks like it offers a lot for a low price. It's a mine lab that suddenly is under $1,000.
Yeah.
It's a mine lab that suddenly.
That's exactly right.
Suddenly there's a mine lab that's under $1,000 that seems like it's feature packed.
Yeah.
And it's a detector that
a lot of hype on it.
Yeah, and it looks like something,
and it's all good.
Well, it looks like a Deus competitor for almost half the price.
Yeah, that's right.
With similar features.
I know Simon's got a Deus, and he thinks they're the bee's knees. I think the AT Pros are the bee's knees, to be honest.
I think all detectors can be. They all have their strengths.
Yeah.
All detectors have strengths, and all detectors have weaknesses.
But it's like anything else. You get to a point where you want to progress.
Exactly.
And that's where we've got now. We've done stuff with the AT Pro. We've had some fantastic stuff with the AT Pro, but we've took it to its limits. For the ground that we've got, we've took it to its limits.
I think we've done everything that we can possibly do with
And if there's a chance, if we can progress any further, if this can go, look, if you can find coins down to that deep, which is a foot, it's very rare. You get a coin at a foot deep, very rare. Most of your coins are 10, 15 centimeters, right? But if the coins are at 10, 15 centimeters, imagine what's down 2 feet. Okay, so there's going to be more down at 2 feet, and you just want something that can reach that sort of depth. I'm not saying that the Equinox can, but from all what I've seen, it goes deeper than a lot of other stuff. And if it's a possibility of just finding that a bit more, then that's what I want to do. So I want to give it a shot. I'm not going to say it's better than anything else. I don't know yet. I haven't got it yet. When I get it, then I'll know, right? But there's a big learning curve on it. So we'll see. Got to get used to it. So it could be a year before I could even use it properly. Yeah. So I did not watch it, Jeff. Did I miss any detecting? What didn't you watch? Oh, the mudlarking. I found a couple of Roman bits. That's all. And most of you know that I normally come up with something good. You can't guarantee it all the time. The last couple have not been brilliant videos, but I found coins. I found a coin today with swastika on. Nice coin. Yeah. I found a 1800s Kreutzer and another coin which I don't recognise. And we've got to look at that, and a few other coins and bits and pieces. Nothing really spectacular. No Roman today. So you're going to get these from time to time, but the majority of what I put out is going to be pretty good normally. Anyway, so well,
The other thing is it looks like a quest. I think it does. I think in a lot of ways, the, it does look like a quest in that it's got a very narrow control box. It's
yeah,
very skinny and small in the hand. I agree with that. We'll see. We'll see. But I think the Quest is a lower end machine, so
right.
from a lower end. But and Gavin is apparently having a go at my shirt.
Leave me alone, Gavin. Or else I'll come and sort you out. In fact, I'll do worse than that. I'll send Simon round.
I'm on holiday. I'm on holiday. Look, today is a holiday for me. I was not wearing this detecting. This is to catch some sun on my poor little arms. I mean, you have to understand, Austria doesn't get sun all the time. In fact, it's starting to rain now. So,
yes, it is. Yeah, thank you. We might have to go in a minute. Yeah, yeah. I don't want this getting wet. I've had problems with these getting wet before. But anyway, it's just starting to rain. Even just in the vest. Somebody, Gavin says, right. Look, hey, this has been great. This is. Do you know what I'll do? I think, if it's all right with David, we'll make this a regular thing with David.
yeah, we can.
Me and David, because we could have a bit of fun. I've had some great fun today. I really enjoyed it. Nah, me neither. It's just fun. But I'll tell you what we'll do. Look, I'll arrange with David so when he comes down next time, I'll know when he's coming. I'll ask him if he wants to do this again. If he wants to do it, then maybe 2 or 3 days beforehand, I'll post on Facebook or even on YouTube that David's coming down and we'll do another chat. Because this has been a lot more interesting than the ones I do when I'm alone. We've covered what we've done more this time than what I've ever done before. Was since I started doing live, is covering detecting and the methods used and the machines used, and we've had David's perspective too, which has been good. And everybody's been throwing questions which we've tried to answer, and that's really good. I don't normally do that, but thanks, Stuart. Yes, a TV series. Me and David, yeah. What should we call it? Yeah. Start with the music. Yeah. It's all banter. Yeah, of course it is, Gavin. It's good fun. Yes. I don't. It's been nice. All right. So look, has it stopped? All right. You look at it stopped. So we'll stay because now we've got 7. It's stopped. I think. Mikey, come here. So now we've got 7 in. So we'll stay a bit longer, shall we? All right. Any more questions? Digger 1 in the house. How you doing, Digger 1? You all right, bud? This is, I don't know if you know, David, SunriseSolara, who's down here most weekends with me. Yeah. I Digger 1 from Stephen Pettican. I keep wanting to call you Stephen. I don't know why. What's up, Mikey? Hey? What matter?
Out there, there's a lot of good machines out there. So,
I think that this sport is. I'm slightly straying off the subject, but is the most abused sport. One of the most abused sport because women know that they know they can get abused, and they know they can go out and dig pull tabs, and it started raining again, I think. They know they can go out. Yeah, that's it. That should protect it. They can go pick pull or get pull tabs out of the ground and still get 1 million views. You know, as long as they've got a
they
nice.
get the picture on the box of the new machines and stuff as well.
Yeah. It's true.
I mean, more power to them.
Davey M's in the house. Digger One. Davey M. Hi, Jeff. And hi, SunriseSolara. See, lots of you been asking, and I keep telling him lots of people asking, but he don't get time to do his videos anymore, so he closed down his channel.
Yeah.
But you can see him through mine.
Yep.
And we can do this more often if you want. Good to see you again, David. Opal's well, both of you. Yeah, he's a good friend, really. I was just thinking yesterday, how long is it since I've known you? And do you know how long it is? It's getting on for 7 years. Do you know that already?
Is it?
I've been here 6 years. Can you believe it? And you used to come to me in Bratislava.
Right.
So it must be getting on for 7 years.
Vienna.
And in Vienna. Yeah, but I had the
but,
place in Vienna when I was living in Bratislava.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, if you think about it.
So you've known me must be getting on for 7 years now.
7 years, yeah.
Yeah, already.
Crazy.
And he saw me on YouTube.
That's right. We met on YouTube.
And he said, "Who's this fella digging all this stuff?"
All these silver hammers. I mean, I've never dug a silver hammer before. Why? What's this guy doing? What's he doing? He's got the same machine I've got. What's he doing that I'm not doing? That's it. Because I mean, that's the thing. I can dig normal coins all day long. I can dig modern stuff or 200-year-old coins all day long.
Yeah.
But to find something that's 500 or 600 years old or 2,000 years old, it takes a special place.
Yeah. Well, I was lucky because
yeah, you were.
I just stopped. I saw a farmer ploughing a field. I stopped and asked him one day. I says, "All right, if I come on your field?" And the first thing I said to him is, "Like, I'm just an old guy, and and that's all I do is do stuff like that." And he says, "Yeah, come do it." And I just happened to drop on a field where there must have been a market because we must have had. From that one field, I would say somewhere between 130 and 150 silver hammered coins. Yeah.
Modern age silver hammered coins. And not from just one area, but all over Europe.
Yeah, all over Europe. Yeah, that's
from
true.
all over Europe. These coins were coming from all over Europe. So it was a trading. Okay, it was beside a major trading road.
Yeah, and we kept finding lots of trade weights as well, and stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't tell you what I found today. I found one of those, those little tokens, 2 Heller tokens.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What, the oval shaped ones?
Yeah, the oval shaped ones.
Yeah.
And it gave a terrible signal.
Yeah, I know they do. Yeah,
terrible signal.
Consum, it says on it.
Yeah.
Consum, yeah.
I almost didn't dig it, but it was sitting on the surface, so I just picked it up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I found quite a lot of them in the other field.
Yeah.
The one beyond.
Yeah, well, think about it.
Yeah. So Stephen says, it is Jeff, Stephen, Mum, like the...
Stephen.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay, so the big man, I'll need to get implants to get my channel to take off. Yes, you should do, Simon. I would advise you to have rather big ones, because you're a big fella anyway. So get very big ones, put a mini skirt on, but don't take any pictures from the back, please.
You have to think about it. It hasn't helped old Roadkill SC Jim. Old Roadkill Jim. He's starting to get his tits big and painting his fingernails and stuff. He still looks like a pervert.
If you want loads, that's supposed to be on there.
Oh, you got spots here and there and everything.
Yeah. So, right, what else? Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, you mean the silver hammers I think you're referring to. Yeah, I've got a shitload up there.
Yeah,
you got 5 in one day. He got 5 in one day, he did. But it was right at the end of the field. It was the last bit of the field, and he got 5 on that day. Yeah. And I think I got 7 in one day was my maximum. I got 7 in one day. In 2.5 hours, actually. I went out there for 2.5 hours and found 7 silver hammered. I don't think that's a record, but it's not bad going.
I know
Yeah, yeah. No, you just had one of them days, didn't you?
Yeah.
Really? Just had one of them days where nothing could go wrong.
All those days when
Yeah, yeah. The opposite today. And last time, didn't you? No, not last time. No, down there. Down there, you had a bad day, didn't you? But that's how it goes. Yeah, there's a lot of bottle tops here, man, and I mean lots of. Yeah, but we take them all, so we don't get them next time. Yeah, that's what they do. They don't take the crap; they leave it there. You see. And it wouldn't surprise me if there's one or two of them looking there. And Simon Stephen says, "Sex sell the big man low." Yeah, the big man says, "I'm booking the surgery as we speak." All right. But it definitely helps being a female. You can, yes, yeah. Because I mean, I could go and dig 20 Roman golds every day, and I guarantee that a woman with a big pair of tits will get 500 times more views than me if she was digging nails. Yeah, yeah. So I don't blame them. Don't get me wrong. I don't blame them for cashing in on it. I'm just trying to make the point that yeah, it's exactly right. Yeah. There you go. Is that better? Now you see David in his red vest again. Look.
I can't put all my valuable stuff. I can keep everything that I found today in this pocket.
Not if you put the crap in as well. You need a big pocket
I
full
mean,
of crap in.
all the good stuff that I found. 3 Nazi coins and what? Oh, I didn't show you the lead bag seal that I found.
Oh, I found one today.
Yeah, but did you find one with a dollar sign on it?
A dollar sign on it?
Yeah, a dollar sign.
Really?
Yeah, come from America. I have no idea. It's very tiny.
Hey, Gavin.
I don't own a detector, but if I did, I would start around Rother Valley and everything good for a few miles around it.
Rother Valley. That sounds a bit like coal mine country. Have you got? Oh, I was thinking of Rhondda Valley. The Rhondda Valley. I mean, there's still a lot of fields that's not even been searched yet. A lot of fields
by you,
by either of us. By me, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. They've probably been done at some point or another. But what I tend to do is I like to do them systematically, and that's what we mean. So anything these people go on at night and you just wander around, we should do them systematically because it's night and they can't see where they're going, and they miss spots and they miss stuff, and we don't miss it. We don't miss it. We do it systematically. We take everything. Then the next year we'll go back again and do it again.
I mean, we may have a time where we wander to just try and get
out
exactly to get an idea of what's there or what's not there. But then we turn around and we go right behind ourselves and do it correctly.
When you do this stuff, when you go and test the field out, like he said, we just tend to get on it and just wander around. Okay, so we wander around, and it's funny every time we do that, we end up finding something good, really good. So it gives you a lot of. But then we did that on that same field, didn't we? We both found a big coin.
Correct. I found a silver hammer.
Yeah.
I found 5 or 6 coins within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we get on there and do it systematically and don't find anything. We didn't find nothing.
We both big coins. Good. Next day, it's systematic. We said, right?
Nothing.
So get on there next day, and after an hour, we were both fed up and said, right, I've had
Nothing.
enough.
Nothing.
Nothing. Really weird. And that's happened time and time and time again. Just walk on a field and drop on something really good, and it really builds your hope up.
Yeah.
So who else we got? Gavin. Rother Valley was a deep mine, open cast. So you're not going to find much there then if it was a deep mine.
You have to think, where were the workers being housed? You know, where did they work? Where did they drink? Where did they live? Corrals. So, you know, there's always stuff to be found around there.
We're down to 4 again. So we had how many? What was the most? We had 7. 7. We got 7. Oh, is that the signal there? Look, Dave, we've only got one blue button. Look.
Or it could be the volume.
I don't know. It's just gone.
Yeah. That could be the signal.
Yeah. It's probably the signal there. Try clicking it on that too. Nothing happens. Okay, so it's signal. Right, okay. This message is old for review.
Sure. Yeah, it's very laggy again. See?
Ah, yeah. Yeah. I've only got one blue button down there. Is it raining again? Just look at the pool.
Yeah, I'm looking.
All right. So look, we've been on an hour and 11 minutes. I don't think anybody should have come back on later. How long are you planning on staying? All right, we'll go and we'll watch a film. Just bought a DVD. Got some great films. There's a lot of history around there. Even Roman roads around Beaton and surrounding areas. We'll go and check them out. Look, give you a little clue, Gavin. Go and check out Google Earth, that area, right? And see what you can see. Because you can see things that you can't see from the ground. You can see where buildings have been. And it might give you a few clues. Now, I don't do too much research as to where we're going and stuff, but I've just dropped lucky a couple of times, really. Anyway, so Stephen Pettican, yeah, back later would be good, Jeff. All right, we can try it. Look, we'll go and watch a film now and have a beer, and again like them.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just going to show you. So we'll try and come back later. I'll leave the computer down here. I'll take the cables in, put them. Look, we've got a there. We'll go and watch a film and maybe come back in a couple of hours and see you.